Should I feel guilty? The thought lingers in the back of my mind like smoke that refuses to fade. My chest still rises and falls quickly, my skin warm from the weight of her body against mine. The room is quiet except for the faint hum of the city and the rhythm of our breathing. Beside me, she shifts lazily, stretching out with a kind of satisfaction that comes only after crossing a line you can't uncross. The golden light from the bedside lamp softens her face. Her lips are still swollen, her eyes dark and heavy with something unspoken. I want to memorize her, but when my gaze shifts, it lands on the framed wedding photo sitting by the lamp. The glare on the glass hides the details, but I don't need to see it. I remember everything, the way I smiled that day, how tightly I clung to Michael's hand, how my dress flowed. And I remember her too, my best friend, my bridesmaid, standing right beside me with that radiant smile. And yet, here we are. You're probably wondering how this all began. It started with my husband, Michael. When we first met, he knew how to handle me, my moods, my cravings, everything. He cooked for me, spoiled me, made me feel cared for in ways I didn't even know I needed. But then, suddenly, something changed. Intimacy, which had once come so naturally, became impossible. At first, we laughed it off as stress, but it kept happening again and again until the laughter died and silence settled in its place. Then came the doctor's words, dysfunction. 2 small syllables that shattered him. I had never seen Michael cry so hard. It wasn't just about losing physical closeness, he was mourning us, the version of our love that used to burn effortlessly. At home, he broke down further. I know how much you like it, he said, pacing with red, swollen eyes. You're going to leave me for another man? My heart ached for him, and I promised I would never leave. I meant it, at least then. But promises spoken in pain don't always survive reality. As time went on, the cracks deepened. Arguments grew sharper. He began throwing my past in my face, using my deepest insecurities as weapons. One night, after he brought up my parents' failures, something inside me snapped. I walked away in tears, realizing I felt trapped in a marriage that no longer nourished me. That's when I reached for Ashley, my best friend, the same one who once stood beside me at my wedding. It had been a while since we'd truly spoken, but when she picked up the phone, I broke down. Without hesitation, she flew from Texas to Atlanta just to be with me. Her presence changed everything. The house came alive again, laughter, warmth. Even Michael seemed lighter when she was around, but it was during our private moments that the shift truly happened. One night, as we sat talking, my hand brushed against her chest by accident, and she didn't move it away. The air between us thickened. We laughed it off, but something had changed. From that night forward, I couldn't stop thinking about her. Meanwhile, Michael and I drifted further apart. Even when I tried to reconnect physically, he pushed me away, accusing me of selfishness. That night, lying beside his turned back, I knew it was over. Ashley's visit was nearing its end, but the tension between us only grew. A zipper here, a lingering glance there, a playful comment that felt like something more. It was all building towards something neither of us dared name. Until one night at the club, she finally said it. Her voice was low, certain. That night, when I put your hand there, it wasn't a mistake. I desire you. My heart raced. Without thinking, I whispered, "Let's leave." Back at my house, there was no hesitation, no guilt, no second guessing. She wanted me in my marital bed, our bed, and I didn't resist. That night, we gave in to everything we had been holding back. The next morning, Ashley returned to Texas, and I knew I couldn't stay in my marriage. I left Michael a note explaining it was over, promising to send the divorce papers. There was no point in dragging out what had long been broken. So here I am, sharing my story. Was I selfish for leaving Michael? Should I have stayed and tried harder? Or was I right to finally choose my own happiness?